Hello? Testing 1, 2. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to day number 19 of the 30 Days of Christmas Poker. Thank you so much for joining me. Getting a little bit of a late start today because the EPT was on its final day, so I wanted to watch it. Of course, my roommate, if you guys are living under a rock, my roommate, Kevin Martin, he goes by Kevin Martin 987 here on Twitch. He took down the mini Sunday Million yesterday. He chopped it up for $22,000, so I was up very late watching that. And then my other roommate, who no longer lives here, but was here for a while, Jeff Gross, he ended up chopping up a $500 tournament in the United States for $140,000. So very good day for the stream house. I was up very late, was enjoying watching the EPT and just like reveling in the victory of the house today, man. Like everyone is crushing it. Just feels so good. So I had some good vibes going today, but I'm ready to play some poker. All right. Ace Queen, okay. Here's sweet hand. Do I shove here or do I min raise? So I min raise allows our opponents to reshove with worse hands, but on 14 big blinds, we're not gonna have too many hands that want to do that. I think we're just gonna shove here. Get called from min 2, okay. Can we get up to 18,000 against the ace 8? Can we get up there? We have a good spot. Let's go, you guys. We're up to 18.5 in the 215 Monday 6 max. We now have 31 big blinds and we have some room to maneuver. Some poker to play. Let's roll with it. Let's open the King 7 suited here on the button to 1230. Pretty reasonable hands. And see what our opponents want to do here. Alright, we get a call from Yuso Got Pwned. We see an ace 6-4 flop. I'm going to bet about a third here. Not too big. And we get a call and a queen of spades on the turn. So we definitely do want to bluff this turn a decent amount because we have a range advantage. We have more of these sorts of hands than Yuso Got Pwned. At the same time, I think we're going to be bluffing a bit too much if we choose King 7 to do it with. So I'm going to check back. And I think just give up on the pot here. But if I had like any straight draws, or any flush draws or spade draws or whatever, we'd be betting pretty big, I think. And Yuso Got Pwned has 6-5. Could have got that to fold for sure. Min raise, and we have the King 4 here. I am going to defend because ante's in good price. I don't want to reshove, and we'll just flop trips. This is sweet. So how can we get the most money out of this hand on the 4-4 jack? Well, it goes check. We have a queen on the turn. Now I think it's just pretty clear we want to bet. We're going to choose the 61% sizing. We're going to have a decent amount of bluffs that want to bet here. And we have a deuce on the river. It bricked. I am going to bet again. I think theoretically a shove would be a good sizing. I'm not going to choose the theoretical sizing, though. I'm just going to go smaller because our opponent is probably not going to call us enough. They have a decent amount of draws themselves. We have to think about, should we check and maybe allow them to bluff on the river? That might be a good idea. But I don't know if we can rely on enough people to do it. So I just ended up betting myself. They fold. We're up to 20,300. Oh, here we go. All right. This is even nicer than our last one. This one I think I will play for an all-in unless we see sort of an extraordinary circumstance. And we see an open. I'm going to put it in here, you guys. 3,300 sitting out there in the middle. And we can have the best hand too. And Kamarov Felix is thinking and going to call with the ace-9 hold for 26-3. Hold it. Good flop, good turn. Let's go, you guys. Flush is good. We're up to 26-3. Running up a little stack here in this Monday 6 max. Oh my goodness, come on. We see a shove. We call chat. 49,000 in the middle. 45k pot. Hold against the ace queen. Good starts. Great turn. Let's go. 45k in the 215 and 6 max. I like this strat, man. I like the high stakes. Oh my goodness, you guys. We have the king and the king. It's a very big hand. We see an open from Hazo. I like putting out a 3-bet here. We do want to keep this player in the pot, though. Oh my goodness. Slow playing. I'm changing my mind. We're slow playing the kings. They just fold. That's boring. Okay. Well, slow play it is then. Wow, c-betting a lot of the time too. And we're going to check raise pretty small here. Pretty small check raise. We shouldn't really have any 6s that call in the small. King 10 suited. Let's click it open here. Play a pot. Action on Garrett Nagel, who folds, and now Hazo, who calls. We see 3, 5, 10 with 2 clubs. All right. And a lead for 4,160. What does this mean, Hazo? What does this mean, dude? All right, we'll start with a call. 4 clubs on the turn. I don't know what flush draws they lead, really. I'm not too worried about the flush draws. They've hit 83-20. Like, what flush draws would just decide to, like, snap bet, you know? Which ones? Call again. 9 on the river. And now I'm a little bit more worried, for sure. Now I'm slightly more worried against the Hazo. I don't know what to do, chat. Flushes get there. 6-7 gets there. Ace deuce gets there. But I just don't know what the leading range is the problem, you know? That's the main thing here. Like, what is a leading range in this spot? 5-3 suited that doesn't want to, like, show down or something? I don't really know. They do seem to do it with purpose here, and all the draws get there, so I guess we're going to fold, but I don't really love it. See a full 3x raise here from Hazo. I'm going to call with the king 10 suited. And we see a deuce 7-8. We have a backdoor flush draw. 2 overs. Bit of 5,600 here. I think we do want to put out a little check raise to 14k or so. If we fold this flop, we're probably folding a little bit too much with the 2 overs, the backdoor flush draw. So we check raise, it works, 57k. That's a nice little buffer. And another cash to the board as we're raising up the 10-10. Very strong hands. Folds around to Hazo. A bit of history against the Hazo. Shoves for 63,500. 3 away from the bubble. Oh, goodness. Well, I think we have to call, chat. And the reason I think we have to call is because I really discount them having hands like aces and kings and queens for doing this. I think it's pretty likely we see hands like ace king and ace queen and maybe a jack jack, depending on how they think about it. Tens is a little bit too strong in the grand scheme of things to fold, though. So 3 away from the money. Bubble spot. We got to call it off, though. I expect to see some small pairs here as well that we're really crushing. So we call. Come on, hold, chat. Hold it. Let's go. 113k. In the 215 6 max. Let's go. 6 of 68. We're getting it done, man. A huge shove. They put us to the test. They got our heart beating. We hold it, though. Whew. We hold it. And Queen Jack suited will be an open. Folds around to Zugzwang. Very good player. In the big blind. We see King 5-6. We bet a third here. Zugzwang calls. We see a 5 of hearts on the turn. I am going to barrel here. Zugzwang calls. We have a 10 on the river. I give up. Against King 5. Full house. Full house, man. Bubble pressure did not work. We're going to lose 16,000 chips. 2 away from the money, though. All right, we've made it, you guys. Red belts. Biggest min cash I've had this month, probably. Probably the biggest min cash of the month. Let's go. A6 suited, we're going to open. All right, open, get a call. We see a queen 8-4 here. I'm going to bet. I bet a little bit bigger because of board texture. Less stuff that can be going on there. Bet, get a call. Oh, my goodness. Yo, chat. We got the nuts, chat. We have the nuts.
Got him! Got him!
13k? Oh, come on, Fitty. Come on. Come on, Fitty. Do it! I know you want to. No, they fold on the turn. All right, 90k, though. Good little pickup with the A6 suited. It feels good, man. Ace of diamonds, 10 of spades. With a good hand. We'll call Ace Jack suited shove if it comes in, which it definitely could here. All right. Fold, we call with the ace-10. Can we hold against the king-queen? 60%. Good start. Great turn. Good river. Let's go. I lied on the great turn. I paused. Let's go, you guys. 117k. Picking up some chips. 11 of 53. All right, so we open the king-deuce suited. Gareth Nagel will call on the small blind. All right. And a call on the big blind. I don't know about it. Do we want to bet this 3 ways on this king-jack 5? All right, check back. It's pretty dicey to continue against any check raise. So I just decided to check back. We see queen of spades on the turn. They bet half pot. All right, we'll call, although this does really smash their range. Queen is not a great card. And 3 of diamonds on the river. Gareth. Gareth, dude. Bets 20,000. I think I'm going to fold. I think if they had a hand like a queen or a jack, they're going to check back. So they need to have a bluff here. And what sort of hands are going to bluff? Well, they need to have probably not a pair and bluff, right? So they need to have hands like 9-8 here, or like just ace-high spade draws, they call it in the small blind, which is possible, but there's not going to be enough of them for us to beat our king deuce. I don't think they ever do this with just like a queen x or a jack x. So I will fold. And because I just don't think there's enough things. Wow. Well, that's... Thanks for watching, chat. We'll see you next time. I retire! What just happened? Was that a value bet or a bluff? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Oh my god, man. I mean, ace queen should probably not be betting this turn because it's really hard to get worse hands to pay off. There is some, but there's also a lot of better hands that can pay off too. So I understand, like, maybe some betting for protection. But then on the river bet, like, do you expect us to call with a worse queen? On the river? That's pretty intense. Raise get a call. We see a queen at 9-4 here. I'm going to bet. What's 7,000? Bet get a call. We see a king on the turn. We're going to bet again here with our top pair now. Get a call and a 9 on the river. Check it back. Beat queen 10. All right. 140K. In your opinion, is 100 cashes a low goal, or are you just freaking crushing it this month? I don't know, D-Bum. I didn't really have any expectations. Whoa, 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 whoa. Two pair. Everyone sit up, all right? No more moping. Sit up. We have a full house. We block everything. Brilliant stream. I'll sub when I get a chance. Well, thank you, Garrett. Thank you. Maybe I'll get some of my value back from folding King Deuce. Oh. Thank you, dude. And bet on the river? Yeah. Would love to see a check raise here. Yes. 162. 162. I guess I should put the lobby down in the bottom right corner so we can check out some of this stuff. All right. Raise, get a call. We see king 5-6 all diamonds. It's a pretty good flop for our hand. You know, we have the second nut flush draw and top pair. And we're about 32 big blinds effective. So let's start with the bet here. Oh, 5K, I think it's fine. Get a call, and we see deuce on the turn. Again, doesn't change too much for us here. Lead for 11,000. Okay, I think the plan is just to call here. Pretty simply. We have a good bluff-catching hand. And an 8 on the river. Bet at 22,000. Again, I think it's just a call here. Against queen 10. There we go. We got him. Boom! Brian is going to raise to 6,200, and we are going to call in the small blind. We see an ace-high flop, which is pretty sweet. It's probably the best ace we call in the small blind. So we feel pretty comfortable. King on the turn. I'm going to bet here. This is a board that greatly benefits their range over ours. Bet get a call and a 9 on the river. Bet again. Brian just folds. Okay, 232. In 5th place in the tournament. Let's click it open on the button. Whoo! The flop. The flop of the gods. We flopped a flush, chat. Let's go. Bet a third. We get check raised to 21,600 here. I will call and fade a heart. All right. That 8 is not ideal. We lose to the nut flush. We also lose to 10-8 now. I don't think they have 8-3. I think they have 3s and 10-8 and the nut flush. They bet 28,000. I still think our hand is a little bit too strong to fold. Queen on the river. Okay. And now Jack 9. Oh, no, we beat Jack 9. Okay. They check in the river. I don't think they're checking better here. I think they could check to us and, like, try and get us to bluff, but it's pretty unlikely. So we're just going to shut for value now. All right. 285,000. We're in third. Let's go. Buren Wilman-Reyes will defend with our 6-7. And flop a 7. Nice. Start with a check. King on the turn. This is a good card for the range. I like check calling here. We're going to be able to get bluffs from some heart draws and some diamond draws. Some diamond draws. Check back on the flop, I think. Bet 11,340. We call. See an offsuit 5 on the river. Deuce of diamonds. Okay. If I had like 3-6 or something, I would probably bluff this river. So we had a 29,800. So do they bluff this river? Is the first thing we need to consider. I don't really know. I mean, they're one of the chip leaders, so they're going to be playing relatively aggressively. They do have kings in their range, but then again, we do have a 7 here and a decent amount of draws bricked. But the deuce isn't a great bluff card. It's really close. I don't know the answer. We're out of time, so I will call getting a 2.5 to 1. But I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. We are 11 of 17, you guys. Taking a bit of a slide here. 8-4 suited on the button. It's close. We'll open though. Opening a little bit too tight in the button. Did a database review this morning. Loose grinder calls. We see Jack 7-6 on the board here. I'm going to bet. Pretty strong flop for the 8-4 suited. Hit any 5, any club to very likely make the best hands. Bet get a call. We see a 4 of diamonds on the turn. I'm going to check back now. Because really difficult if we brick the river as to decide whether we want to call a bet. Just lose to a 7 or 6. I don't think we can bluff though. Alright, deuce 5 suited. Not a great hand, but it is suited. Definitely flop enough draws here. The 3-4 X combos, all the club combos, the deuce 5 boards, the 5-5 X boards, the deuce X boards, the 5-4-3 boards, those sorts of things. So we'll call. We flop a bottom pair, the backdoor flush draw. But I don't think we want to check raise here against Buren. Just a little bit too deep stacked to want to go for the check shove and scoop the 50K. So we're going to start with a check call and hope for good turns. 9, not a great turn. Not a very good turn at all against Buren. It's a good turn for our range, like it does complete some things that we could check call the flop with. Complete some 2 pairs and stuff. At 10 on the river, I'm going to check and fold if a bet comes in for what it's worth. 6-7 wins, alright. 6-7, so we lose a small pot there. And Buren will raise to 13-5. Do we defend with the queen 7? We do. 7,500. We flop a top pair of queens. But it goes check, check. We're going to bet on the turn. 20K. A lot of potential draws we can have here, so I like the big bet sizing. Let's see what Buren wants to do. Fold. Okay. 116. Pick up a pot. It feels good, man. Been a while, and we have the pocket 4s. Pretty good hand to reshove here. Buren's going to open again. We call from Leon, which makes this actually closer, because I think Leon does call with hands like 5, 6, 7s, 8s here. And 9s actually too, and probably 10s given their stacks. So this makes this a much closer spot. I'm shoving against one open. After we see the call here, I'm going to fold. I think it's too likely Leon has a hand that can call our 19 big blind shove. So fold. But we have a hand of our own. King, queen here with 15 big blinds. Against the earlier position players, I would just call and open. But now I would definitely go for 3 bets. Shove, we definitely call. Come on, chat, hold. King, queen against 2s. We got to get there. 10, king, queen. 10, king, queen. We are out in 11th place for 1362. We gave it a run, you guys. We did our best. That is it for my run, you guys. I'm going to host my roommate, Kevin Martin, who had an excellent day yesterday. So go support him, you guys. Give him some love. He took a chop in the Sunday mini million for 22,000 last night. That is it for the evening. Guess we'll get him tomorrow. Okay, till next time. We'll see you later.